And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll stop before Longhorn, Gunnar Helland. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his big tight end. Gunnar Helland. Touchdown, Broncos. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Inside the 40. Still going. And he will go all the way. Najee Harris. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Kyle Kennard there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
For the Broncos.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A run with Harris. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Open man is the tight end, Dissly. A gain there of 11, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Nick Bonito there for the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Pistol here for Herbert. He'll get this to Dissly on the right. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He connects with Mims. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Broncos.
Gain of 10 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
At the 28-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now a give up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will score. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll begin here on the ground. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, they need 7. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Here's Harvey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Nix to throw. Taken in by Franklin. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
2nd and 12.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Motion man is Johnston. Now a play fake. Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. Give up the middle to Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, L.A.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it'll be second down. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 8. On play action now. Herbert. That'll be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Nick snap on first and 10. That's caught left side by Ingram. They'll go up here on second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. To throw is Nix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Davis to return it. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On first down, Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, it's pretty clear this offensive coordinator feels the vulnerability of this run defense is on the edges. They continue to get the ball out wide. They do it here with a nice toss play, and he's able to pick up good yardage.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, now Herbert. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Foye Oluokun with the play.
46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but When you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Harris. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Third down, 3 to go. Try to run for it with Harris. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur with countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
Brings up second and 18.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10.
1st and 10.
44-yard line.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. On the give, it's Harvey. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to have the first down and more. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
26 yards.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Toss, right side, that's Harvey. And they smack him down there. Big hit, right at the line. No gain. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9. At the Chargers.
Throw it, Nix. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He finds his tight end, Ingram. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Motion man is Johnston. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
37-yard line.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. Throwing right, and that's Johnston. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On the with, it's Harris. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 4. A run with Harris. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On third down, here's Harris. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert, and for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
It is second and 6. Ocean man is Johnston. Another run here with Harris. Open space to the 35. And he's into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will get just a bit closer.
Broncos 41, Chargers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. This will wind up a win for the Broncos. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their 2 hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so with ease, let go of the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal, and you're reffing me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that.
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet.